Okay, everyone. It is right at the top of the hour, so we're going to go ahead and get started now. Um, Today, this session, we are going to be talking about Microsoft Planner and how to collaborate and manage tasks using the Planner tool. And if you've been with me yesterday and today, you already seen this slide 3 times, but here's the 4th. My name is Amy Bandy Taylor. I am a senior co-pilot technical specialist with Microsoft Education. Been with Microsoft for just over 2 years, and I live right outside of Asheville, North Carolina. I've got some links on my slide there. This is a PowerPoint Live presentation. I try to always use PowerPoint Live. Mostly because the links that you embed in a slide become live links that you can actually click, you as an end user. So please feel free to click on the links in my slide, connect with me on LinkedIn. I've already connected with several people this week, and I'm really excited to share lots of news and information coming out of Microsoft on my LinkedIn profile. So feel free to connect. And then lastly, I have that Microsoft EDU resources link. That is my link tree where I post a lot of links to new information about Microsoft, especially products like Copilot, Teams, Teams Phone, and Viva. Those are all the products that I additionally support. So feel free to click that link. You can subscribe to that and get notified whenever I post new links. So all good stuff. All right, so we're going to talk about planner, task management, work management, if you will. I'm seeing the comments in the chat. Keep it up. Feel free to ask any questions in the chat too as we go. I'm happy to try and answer that as I go. Planner versus project versus to-do rumble. Exactly. And I don't know what cowboy casserole is, but I definitely want to hear more about that. So back to the slide. Sorry. I get distracted easily, especially when it's food. So work management landscape. In most large organizations like the University of Alabama, you get sort of 2 silos of how people do work management. On the one hand, you have all of your kind of just run-of-the-mill workers who are just doing their jobs, maybe managing some small projects, but just trying to kind of get through the day. And then you have your enterprise folks, like your large project managers, your enterprise project management, your PMO office, maybe your executives, those sort of people who are not just interested in the day-to-day tasks, but they want to know about portfolio management, key objectives and key results. So your OKRs, or some people call those KPIs. That sort of heavy duty project management work is being done by those folks. And so you have these 2 different kind of silos of people doing sort of the same work, but in different ways with different tools. So each one is using a different tool. And then when you're trying to work together, you're trying to decide which tool to use can cause rumbling, if you will. So what we've done, and we've got some statistics here. Employees say that their collaboration tools are not aligned with how they work. They don't integrate with their organization's processes, and they're not compatible with one another. Like, these are really important facets when you're trying to do work and trying to figure out who's doing what. And so what we've done is we introduced Planner several years ago, which was a great tool for light project management, taking those tasks that everybody has to do, putting them into buckets, moving those buckets around, assigning those tasks to people, and being able to keep track of how that work was progressing over a period of time. So that was a great tool, but it was very lightweight, very basic, not a lot of functionality. So what we've done today, or I don't know, somewhere about 4 or 5 months ago, is combined To-do, which was the personal way that people were tracking their tasks, in Planner, so the way that people were managing tasks in groups, and then Project for the web, which is that web-based project management, sort of a lighter project management tool, not the enterprise project management tool, which you might have a server for, which is a little bit of a larger scale product, but kind of that lightweight project management tool. And we've combined all 3 of them into one beautiful lightweight tool that we call the new Microsoft Planner. And so this tool, still the simple planner tool that you're used to using with the Kanban boards, and being able to see tasks both in a list and that the buckets, but it's a little more flexible, so you can actually do some other things with it. And then it's scalable because you can use this tool not only for those small, lightweight projects, but also for really big, robust project management. And it's intelligent, it's more intelligent, because it now comes with an AI, a built-in co-pilot just for Planner. Now, I will asterisk that statement by saying that does require an additional license. So I'm going to show you some really cool co-pilot features in Planner, but that does require an extra license. Don't shoot the messenger, please. I'm going to talk a little bit about Copilot in Planner. We've only got a few more slides to go through, and then I'm going to jump into a demo and actually show you some of these really cool new features that we've released. So Copilot in Planner, we initially released Microsoft Copilot, which is built into M365. We also have the Copilot that's on the web. So we're releasing all of this really cool generative AI functionality that we're incorporating into all of our products. If you're not seeing the content, unfortunately, I would recommend leaving the meeting and then rejoining. Is anybody else not able to see the content? Okay, I'm not hearing any issues. So yeah, please rejoin the meeting. That usually fixes everything. It's like turning it off and on again. Okay, so we released Copilot, and then earlier this year, we also released Copilot in Planner inside of Microsoft Teams. And then we recently, I want to say probably in the last few weeks, released Copilot Planner in the web experience. So Planner is a tool that you can use that's built into Teams. It's an app, or you can use it from the web. The web experience now includes Copilot, which is awesome. Some things that you can do with Copilot in Planner, you can ask it to actually create entire plans. If you prompt it to create tasks related to a topic, it can do that for you. I'm going to actually show you how I've built an entire demo plan in Copilot in Planner using Copilot. You can ask it questions about the content that's in your planner. So you can ask it questions of, like status of what things are not done, what are behind schedule. You can ask it to create goals. So if you want to connect your task to certain goals, Copilot can actually create those goals for you as well, which is really cool. Planner licensing, I would be remiss if I didn't run through this quickly with you all, since we are talking about a couple of different options and features that require additional licensing. So in the first box there, you see Planner for M365. That is what you have that is included with your M365 licensing. So you get Planner, the basic Planner, and I'll go through what that means when I get into my demo tenant, where you can collaborate on plans and projects and tasks inside of Microsoft Teams as well as on the web. Then you have Project Plan 3 and Project Plan 5. These are our project add-on licenses for the capabilities that include more robust project management. One of these licenses will be necessary. I would recommend the P3 because that is sort of the lightweight project management, but gives you all of the new features in Planner. P5 is the more enterprise level licensing that will give you way more robust project management. So if you're a PMO office, that's probably the license you would want to have. But if you're just a ordinary user who just wants to run some projects through Planner, you'll want the middle one there, that P3. That's going to give you all of the new features of the premium Planner, including Copilot. So if you want more information on any of those licenses, please feel free to reach out to your amazing modern work specialist, Mr. Carlos Fernandez. And I know he's on this call, so go ahead and bug him. All right, I'm I'm going to share these slides with you at the end so that you can have access to. Thank you, Carlos, for putting your email in there. I'm going to share these slides with you at the end of the day. I'll send them to Barrett, but you'll have access to these resources. So if you're really interested in Planner and you want to get more details or get more training, more information, there's a bunch of resources that I've included here for you on this slide as well as this slide. So look for these slides to come to you hopefully by the end of the day. And I'll pause for just a couple seconds in case anybody wants to click on any of these links. Again, PowerPoint live presentation, live links. Feel free to click those, save them for later. Okay, so now let's go into our demo because that's really why you're here and is kind of the best part of this presentation. All right, let me just move around a couple of screens here. Okay. And I'm still keeping an eye on the chat. So if you do have any questions as we go, please feel free to post those in the chat. So today I am in my demo tenant and I have the Planner app installed in Teams. You see that right here. You can also access Planner from the web. So again, this is the Planner tool that's in the web, planner.cloud.microsoft, takes you to this tool. Almost, it is exactly the same. What you see here on the web is what you'll see in Teams. So feel free to use either tool. I'm going to work on the one in Teams today. The first thing that you'll notice is that the new Microsoft Planner has the UI, the user interface, has been revamped and is a much simpler interface. Before there was a whole bunch of things on the side there and it was a little bit cluttered. So we've revamped it. And now what you see at the top are just these 3 items. Starting with My Day, this is where you'll go to see what tasks are scheduled to be completed today. So whether those are tasks that you've flagged in your email, private tasks that you've assigned to yourself, or tasks that have come to you that have been assigned to you through the Planner plans. Hard to say, Planner plans. Anything that is due today, you will see in this list. So this is a great way to help you get started for the day, going to this tab and seeing what you have to do. The next tab down is My Tasks. So this is everything that you've been assigned to, no matter whether it has an end date already or not. So the first, and there's 4 filters that you see here. The first one is all, so that's going to list everything. But then you can see just your private tasks. So those are the things that you have assigned to yourself. Then you'll see Assigned to Me, which are things that have been assigned to you through the Planner plans. And then lastly, you see Flagged emails. This is probably one of my most favorite features. I tend to flag a lot of my emails as I'm going through them to make sure that I follow up on them later. And then I come here to find those emails and do the work that I need to do. So these are the 4 filters that you get under My Tasks. And then the third section here is going to be My Plans. So this is where you'll go to find and review any plans that you have either created for yourself, because you can actually create Planner plans that are private, that are just for you, or the plans that are shared plans, which usually include a group of some sort of users who are working together on a project. Now, there are 2 types of plans. Well, I guess technically 3 types of plans that can be created. The first is that private plan, like I said, that are just tasks that you want to assign to yourself, and nobody else can view those tasks except you. And then you can create plans, group plans, and there are 2 types. So there's the basic plan, which is what is included in your M365 Microsoft licensing. And then there's the premium plans, which I'll get into next. But these premium plans are the ones that require that additional licensing, either the P3 or the P5. And you'll notice that we offer lots of different templates to get you started. And you will notice that some of the templates have a little diamond symbol indicating that those are premium templates that require that premium license to access. But lots of really great plans or templates if you want to get started with a specific type of project that you might be working on. Now I already have 2 plans already created. The first one here is called a product launch event. Let me just move this screen. So this one I created using just myself, just coming up with some ideas and just creating this plan kind of off the top of my head. And then I've assigned these tasks to some of these different users who are part of my demo tenant. We've added some tags. So these are really great way of highlighting specific information about these tasks really quickly so that they kind of stand out and you can see those. Over here, you can see a due date that's past due. It's highlighted here in red. You can add new buckets. So at the top here, we've got to do, on track, at risk, and blocked. And if I scroll over, you see the add new bucket icon or link. And so you can quickly add a new bucket, type in the name, and there's your new bucket, and you can start adding tasks there. This view that you're looking at is called the board view. And so each one of these tasks is just a card. You can click on the card. It opens it up into a larger view. So you can see more details. Here's where you can add labels, assign to individuals. You can change the bucket from here, change the progress and priority, start and end dates. And then this is a fairly new feature where you can actually create repeating tasks. So if this is a task that you have to do every week or every month, you can actually set this to repeat either daily, weekday, weekly, or a custom date that you want to repeat that task. And then you can add your notes here. You can add checklists. So if this task has multiple steps that need to be taken, you can add a little checklist here. You can add attachments. And then at the bottom, you can add comments. So if you're working together with somebody and you want to discuss how this task is going, you can add your comments here. And then you can see at the bottom here when this was created. This checkbox here where it says show on card, this will actually add the notes to the card. So you can either show them or not show them. So depending on how large those notes are, you might not want to see those on the card, but that will allow you to do that. Some of the other views that you get, and again, this is the basic planner that you get with your licensing, the grid view. So being able to see these tasks just in a list looks very Excel-like. You have some rows and some columns of information. This is a nice view if you just want to get a quick overview of all of the different tasks that are part of this planner. You can add new tasks from here as well. And there is the ability to filter this if you wanted to filter by specific information. The other view that you get is a schedule view. This one is a little busy for me, but here's where you can actually see sort of a calendar view of when tasks are due. And then you can actually see more information if you wanted to drill down. And so you can see here on November 1st, these are the tasks that folks are working on. And then the other view that you get is the charts view, which is a nice view where you can see some pre-built charts, how many tasks are left, the status of those tasks, priority, and then you can see actually the team members on how many tasks each person is assigned. This is a nice view if you're doing some resource management and you want to make sure that all of your team members are assigned an equal amount of tasks. So this is just the basic planner view that you get, these 4 tabs. And then if you want to share your planner with folks, this planner happens to be shared with this group that's part of a team that I'm a member of for sales and marketing. But I could add additional members or just view the members here, remove members if I want to. You can see the little X next to each member. So that's how you can share a planner with other team members. All right, any questions so far? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm missing what's in the chat. Can you import existing projects in CSV or Excel files? I have not seen a way to import them, but you can export them to Excel files. I'll have to do a little digging to see if I can find out about importing, or if maybe that's something on the roadmap. I want to delete a bucket. What happens to the tasks in that bucket? I believe those get deleted as well if you delete a whole bucket. So be careful deleting. All right. We're going to move on now to a planner premium plan, so you can see the added features that you get with a premium license. So again, you get the same 4 views that you saw in a basic. You get the grid view, which again, top-down approach, so you can see all of those tasks, very Excel-like. You get the same board view. The timeline view is a little bit different here. I like this timeline view better. This is more of a Gantt chart view. So if I scroll over, you can actually see the different timelines of when things are due. This is a much cleaner view for me. I like this view. You still get the chart view, basically the same charts that you saw in the basic plan. Some additional views that you get here with a premium is this people view. So here you can actually see all of the different people who are a member of this group, of this plan, and what tasks are assigned to each individual, how many are late, how many are incomplete. But this gives you a little bit better of an overview of your people resource management, and be able to make sure that everybody has an equal amount of work, and making sure that up to date on their tasks and completing those as needed. Don't see a timeline on mine. You likely have the basic plan, and it might be called something different. Let me go back here. Yeah, it's called schedule in the basic plan. This is the premium plan where you get the timeline view. The other view that you get, or functionality that you get, is the ability to add goals to your planners. So this is where you can actually assign specific goals to the tasks as you're working on them. So a little more robust project management functionality. And so you can add those goals, set an end date, and then assign them to tasks. And then the last view you get is this assignments view. Again, very similar to that people view, the resource management, where you can see each user, what tasks they are assigned. But this view gives you the ability to see how much time they're spending on each task. So this is a little bit more of a granular view of the work that they're doing and how many hours it will require to complete a task, and then how much time they're spending per day on that task. So a little more granular view for resource management purposes. And then lastly, you get Copilot. Very exciting. Again, premium functionality. You have to have the P3 or P5 license for this. I'm going to click on my chat history so that we can just see what I've done previously. So here you can see I asked Copilot to create tasks, and this is the planner that I have is the project I was working on was to build a new demo tenant for education customers. And so Copilot actually built all of the tasks that you see in this planner today. And then the second prompt that I gave it was to help me write goals for the tenant setup project to test the Microsoft Education tenant. I came up with all of those goals that you saw a few minutes ago. Copilot actually created those. And then lastly, I've asked Copilot here to give me a status report for this project plan. And it does a really nice job. It gives me some summary information of my plan. Then it gives me all of the tasks and the status of each one. And then lastly, it gives me each of the goals and the dates that they need to be completed that have been assigned to those. And again, you can ask Copilot to do all kinds of things. You can create an risk bucket, so you can create buckets, create specific tasks to go along with a project, or add more goals if you want to. So that is Copilot in Planner. Again, that is a premium feature. Let me go back to the board. A couple other really cool features that are part of the premium view. When you're in this board view, if you switch this group by bucket to sprint, you can actually create sprints. So this is a little more robust of a project management tool where you can create sprints and assign them each task to a sprint, either week or however you want to set up your sprints. I've done them by week here, but you can do them however you want to do that. And it's easy to just add a new sprint directly from here. The other functionality that you get that's part of the premium package is the ability to open a task history. So you can actually see and go back and audit the task, if you will, so you can see any changes that were made and who made them. So that's also a premium feature, as well as the ability to attach these plans to channels in Teams and then have a conversation, a Teams chat conversation about these tasks that you're working on. Let's see. And then the last thing I'll show you, let me go back to by bucket. Let's see, let's go to grid. The last thing that you can do that I love is if the fields that we have by default in the planner tool aren't what you're looking for, you can create custom columns. You can create custom fields of information. If I click on new field, you can see here, these are the different types of fields that you can create. So text, date, number, checkbox, or a choice list. So you can create your own fields to track information within the planner tool. And then the last feature that I want to show you is the ability to create conditional coloring for your fields. So you'll see here in this bucket field, I've set up these complete options to be green when they're marked complete. So if I go ahead, let's try this one up here since it's in progress, mark that complete, and then it automatically will turn green. Same thing with the priority. I've set this one for if it's marked important, we'll go ahead and change that to red. So that just helps highlight those fields a little bit for you as you're going through and viewing this information. You can make things stand out more. And it's very easy to do. There's just a conditional coloring section up here, and you just add your field. And these are all the different fields. Try effort is, let's say if it's more than, I don't know, 20 hours, we'll mark that as, let me this. Oh, no, that teal color. I like that teal color. That's my favorite color right there. And so there's how you can easily create conditional coloring in this view here. And the last thing that you can do that is a more robust project management feature is the ability to add dependencies. So let me open this again. Down here, you can see there is this field where you can add dependencies. So if this task is dependent on the completion of another task, you can assign them and link them together so that you can see when one is done and the other starts. So that is a more robust feature that is included with the premium package. The other thing, this is all I wanted to show you for Planner specifically, but there was a couple other things that I had noted I wanted to show you, and I kind of skipped over them. So I'm going to go back and do those. But I want to pause for a minute. Does anybody have any questions about these two planners, the basic or the premium? I'm going to look in the chat really quick and see if I see anything. Thank you, Nick, for putting in those links. Appreciate that. Yes, Power Automate, definitely a powerful tool that can be used with the Planner Premium as well. I actually have a customer who's utilizing that and doing very robust things. Okay, a couple other things that I wanted to show you. I'm going to jump up to, I'm going to go to my tasks for a second and go to all. And so you'll notice here that I have these flagged emails, but I also have private tasks. And then of course my tasks from Planner. If you're curious of how I got some of these tasks on here, let me show you. So if I go into Outlook, this is my favorite way to assign tasks to myself. So one is by hitting that flag in those emails. Those flagged emails are going to show up in my tasks. The other way that you can do that is if you open this calendar view, so this button up here at the top in your Outlook, you have the option to view your calendar, or you can switch to a to-do tab. That's a little hard for me to say, to-do tab. And so you can easily add private tasks to yourself from Outlook by just dragging the email, and you can add it as a task or as an event. I'm going to go ahead and add it as a task. And so now you see it's added this as a task in my to-do here. And remember I said we combined to-do and planner and project for the web into the new planner. And so this is my private to-do. And now if I go back to planner, let this refresh, go to a different tab and go back. Where are my private tasks? And that may take a minute to show up. Back to my day. Let me go ahead and hit refresh. But you can assign yourself tasks from Outlook by dragging that email over to the to-do pane and adding it there. And there it is. There's that second private task that I assigned to myself from that email. And so I can open this and complete these fields just like I would if this was any other task, and mark the progress as I go, start and due dates as well. If I do add a due date of today, that will add that to my day tab. So there is a nice, easy way to assign yourself tasks and keep track of those tasks in Planner. I have missed the basic planner you showed and thought it was all the premium planner. No, so we do have, there's two different planners. So if I go back to my plans here and hit new plan, you can see there's the basic plan and then there's the premium plan, which gives you all of the additional functionality that I showed you a few minutes ago. The basic plan, which was this one right here, just gives you these 4 views at the top and very limited functionality when it comes to your actual tasks themselves. This is the basic plan. The basic functionality you get is what you see right here. The ability to change buckets, the progress, the priority. You do get that repeat, the ability to add those repeating tasks, your notes, your checklist, any attachments can be added here, and comments. So again, very basic functionality, but very powerful. So if you're trying to keep track of a very lightweight project and you just need to be able to keep track of a bunch of tasks and assign those tasks to different individuals and keep track of that information, this is a great tool. This is really easy to use and very easy to set up. But if you're looking for something a little more robust with additional functionality, then you'll want to look at the Planner Premium and possibly adding that P3 or P5 license to get that additional functionality. And that takes us to the end of this presentation. If you have any questions, please feel free to put those in the chat and we'll get those answered for you.
Hey, Amy.
Accessibility.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Looks like Janine had a question a little bit ago in the chat. Were you able to address that one?
Yes, I did. I just talked about the basic planner versus the premium
Great.
planner.
Got it. Thank you.
Yep.
I was a
Thanks,
little
Bill.
bit distracted. Thank you.
That's okay, no problem. Does anybody else have any other questions? Oh, let's see. Can you add your calendar events to your My Day so you get holistic view of your day? So you can, yes. So let's take a look at that. So from Outlook, where did I have this right here? I would say I can drag this over and add this as an event. Oh, that just creates an event. Never mind. Wrong. I was wrong. I mistaken how that works. But you can add, if you drag emails into your to-do, then you'll see them in your planner tasks. And if you have those, the end date, the due date for those tasks be today, then you will see them in the My Day tab. Does that help, Kathy? I hope. I haven't used that drag to event feature, so I wasn't really sure what that was doing. But it was not what I thought it was going to do. Great questions. Does anybody have any other questions before we let you all go and give you some time back? So the only Gantt functionality is in the premium version. Yes, that is correct. Yeah, in the premium planners, you have the timeline view, which gives you that Gantt functionality. I do like that view a lot.
Okay, thank you very much, Amy. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here today. And again, I'll send the slides to Barrett so that you can have some additional information and have all those resources that I put in there for you. If you have any questions, go ahead and put those in the chat. I'll be monitoring that for the next 20 or so minutes. So
Awesome.
thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you, Amy.